Because honestly, remember we were little, we were like Jordan. Yeah. That's we'd post up Jordan, So all right.
Well, you'd be Cream. You're Skyhook
that never landed.
Yeah, so maybe you were anti-Cream.
I was Jergens.
Goodbye, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. That makes him Damon. I'm going to take us rogue for a second and thank all the new people we've got in the last few weeks. Our numbers have exploded, everyone. We'd like to thank everyone that's been here from the beginning. Not you, Mac. And everyone that's coming on board, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Sorry you missed all the good stuff. Just getting here now.
They're real heavy.
Yeah. Guy's a real good self-promoter. You know what I mean? So if you really want to laugh, go back and listen to some of the stuff you missed.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Before I ask how your week was, I'm going to go right into my week. Okay.
Oh, it's all about you?
It's all about me.
Shocking.
Okay. Mac, there might be a week question coming up.
Yeah.
Start studying.
Start studying.
And start your preparation.
I will say, though, when I have to do expenses on Friday, sometimes I'd be like, where did I go Monday?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're like, maybe I should have thought this out.
Yeah. Maybe I should have written this down.
Yeah. Write it down. That's a weird concept.
I could use a pen from Foot Wedge Custom Pen.
Yeah. Call me.
Used to be a sponsor. Call us.
So anyway, no, I found an awesome post of something for sale on Marketplace this week.
Was it 2 chairs?
No, it was not. Because if we want to revisit, I sold my chairs. Okay. I marked them sold. I got home from recording last weekend and got a message on that post that said, "Are these still available?"
You know the best part is, because that was the first time it popped up on my stuff.
Really?
Was after you'd marked it sold.
So apparently marking stuff sold is the best way to get it marketed on Marketplace.
Right.
So, but yeah, he put that in there and I just responded. I said, I don't know. You have to ask the new guy or the new owner, like that.
Yeah, I was very displeased with your
it was
intelligent,
done.
witty comeback.
It was done. So no, someone has for sale. Okay. And this is not a live picture, but it was listed 26 minutes ago. Don't know how it lasted this long. An adjustable shower curtain rod for $5.
An adjustable shower curtain rod.
An adjustable shower curtain rod for $5.
All right.
Okay. So to which I responded, because I you know me, every time I post something, I get like you, I get the best responses ever known to man. This was my response. Go ahead and read it. Don't read the guy's name.
Hi, is this still available? What would you take for it? Can you deliver? I don't have a truck.
Yes, that's what I put in there. Okay. Is it still available? What would you take for it? He's asking $5.
Yeah.
And can you deliver it? Because I don't have a truck. This is so anyway.
Can't you go to the store and buy a new one for $6?
You can.
Like what?
A truck?
Yes, a truck, Mac.
Yeah.
Not the shower rod.
Well, the truck you could probably rent for like $19.95 and drive it home.
Right.
Okay.
For the first 70 minutes.
Right. But anyway, the fact is like where I live too, this is probably, I would use more than $5 in gas just to get there.
Right.
Okay. But yet it came up in my Marketplace. So I had to respond. I got no response back because I know what it's like to get asked those stupid questions.
Right.
I really do.
So it angers you so much you decided to share the wealth.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to be like, now it's happened to other
that's
people.
like one of our super fans put something up this week, trying to sell something, and then someone made a comment on it.
Yeah.
Make a joking comment, and then I made a joke, and then they made a joke back, and then at one point I was like, this guy's trying to move this. He's trying to sell it.
He's moving
and
merchandise.
the only activity, like every time he gets a notice on it, he looks it up to be like, oh, these clowns again.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe someone's interested. Nope, just Ted being an ass.
Someone's showing interest. Nope. Never going to get rid of this.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never going to buy your stuff.
And that was actually a legit post. But yeah, for me, if you just walk around the house and be like, I'm never going to use that. Or like someone's in the shower and they're like, ah, and then you're taking, you throw it on the floor and take a picture of it. Like, what happened to the shower curtain? Look, I just sell the rod. Okay. Yeah. Times are tough.
Yeah. Just use a free hand, hold up the curtain.
Yeah. Wrap yourself in that curtain. It's like, we now have
just
shower
fill the
string.
tub and sit in it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But no, like I said, I got rid of chairs very inexpensively. And that's why I put very minimal effort into it.
That one time when you were like, what did you say? So the person, like, they're $40 for 2 chairs.
Yeah.
And you were basically like, look, this is what it is. I'm not answering any more questions.
They wanted me to take a picture.
They wanted a picture of the legs.
They wanted me to lift the skirting up on the bottom and take pictures of the legs.
And we're still talking about your chairs.
Right. And so I honestly said, my response back, because I sent this to Ted and Matt, because we just talked about it. And it literally happened after I got home. And I responded where I said, The pictures are on Marketplace. Well, I need pictures of this. I said, yeah, I'm selling $40 worth of chairs, and I'm putting in the exact amount of effort selling 40. I mean, literally, I put more effort into typing this text.
Right.
I could have went and taken the picture. You know, I honestly could have. I don't work for you to sell $40 worth of chairs.
Right.
Okay. Because you know where it doesn't cost me any time or effort? I just taken them to the curb. Because I have kids.
There's $0 worth of garbage.
Right. Yeah.
If you don't take these chairs.
Correct. Here's the deal. I won't give you my address. You can just come by and pick them up off the curb. Okay. Right. So sorry about your bad luck. But the fact of the matter is yes, so she then responded where it's like, I mean, very sarcastically and ignorantly, she's like, I'm sorry that I wasted your time and la la, and I wouldn't want to make you do something you didn't want to do and la. And all I responded was, thanks. Okay. So I acknowledge.
Oh, you get it. You got it.
Yeah. Thank you for understanding. You know, you've actually given me more material now. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But that's every time I list something. So that's why I had to do this. The other thing that happened to me this week, okay, is that I realized that I am at the age where I forget a lot of stuff. I don't know why, but I forget a lot of stuff. So what I find myself doing, and this may work for you in your life, but I'm going to tell you right now, it sucks in a major way, is I just agree with people and go, cool. Like if somebody goes, hey, remember when you said you do this? I'm like, yeah, hey, when are we doing that? Well, now I'm doing a lot of that's
right
that I probably never agreed to originally, because I got to think people are smart. I know I would take advantage of the situation. You know, I would totally be like, oh, he never pays attention to me anyway. Guess what? You told me we were going to do this. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to do that all the time.
My mom does that, but it's a hearing thing. She doesn't hear you. So she'll just say, yeah. Like, first off, wasn't a yes or no question.
Yeah, right.
And or if it is a yes or no question, usually no is the answer I'm looking for. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. What's your favorite color? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's not okay. Do you want to go to dinner? Yeah. Blue. How about blue? Yeah, we'll go blue. Yeah, I understand.
Did you leave anything that could burn the house down on and functioning now that we've left your house for a week? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Right. No, the answer was no.
Right. Can I rephrase that?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. But no, I totally get it. So I really feel like I would have spare time, but you give it up to everybody because they're like, hey, remember when you said you're going to help me with this? Yeah. Hey, when are we doing that? Hey, I think I'm just getting roped into stuff now because I'm stupid and can't remember anything.
And now you've told 18 people.
Yeah.
So guess what?
Yeah.
You're in trouble now.
If you ever need a favor from me, just act like I already agreed to it.
Yeah.
And just go at it.
But that's what that woman should have done. Hey, remember when you said you'd take pictures of the legs of the chair?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on.
Oh, man. I can't believe I wrote myself into this. Yeah.
You should send her this podcast.
Yeah. Just send it as a link in Messenger.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
Here you go.
Just
Here you go.
Drop the link.
Hey, just so you know, your podcast famous today. Some lady.
I was thinking about giving the laundromat ladies that one episode.
They won't hear it over the dryer.
Yeah.
So
they're always down there though. Yeah. Every time we leave here, they're always out there giving us the Luigi past us and the Mario Kart side eye.
Like we get the.
How dare you be in our parking lot on
Saturday
Saturday
morning?
Our
permanent cigarette break.
Right.
So again, we didn't give their name, so it's totally legit. We can say whatever we want, but
like we know Ethel and Merman's name,
right? Yeah. But the other thing, hey, see, there's a joke Matt gets. Look at. Hey, turn his mic up. We can hear him laughing. This is nice. This is a nice way to start. Welcome aboard to all the new people. This is not how it normally goes. And one last thing.
He's showing off for company. That's the problem.
Right. Oh, there's new people. I better sweep. So anyway, he'll do it during the podcast, folks.
Right.
Just give him time. He'll get up and he'll clang some stuff around. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't know that. That's why he didn't salt the landing strips outside.
Yeah, it's like, now's time for a little light housekeeping. No, a little heavy. He's going to run the vacuum, you know. But no, the other thing that I thought of, remember how you were told stuff when you were younger that like never really panned out? Like the old thing, well, I thought quicksand would be a lot, bigger problem. Remember, and I'm sure everybody got told this, that's of our generation, don't make that face, it'll freeze that way.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is it's been cold enough outside for it to freeze that way, so I understand. But that never really took effect. I was trying to think of like other sayings. That was the big one that popped in my head. because me and my brother would always make stupid faces at each other. You know, if
Well,
you had a
I
sibling,
think that's just your face.
I don't think you made it. I think it just happened.
Yeah.
And
Oh God, maybe if he doesn't make that face, he won't look like that in the future. Didn't work.
weird. Yeah.
Did not work.
Try this. And they do something just totally off the wall. But no, like there's other things. Again, I do like the old adage. I thought quicksand would be a lot because it was in all the cartoons when we were growing up. And open sesame would open any door when you were standing back looking at it. You know, but this is one of those sayings that my grandma told me, my mom told, you know what I mean? And I don't tell my kids that. I don't mean, I've never once said, hey, you know.
Well, it's weird to say that. Like, I didn't tell my kids that, but for some reason, when she was younger, my daughter would make weird faces when we were trying to take like, photos. And
Nice.
I don't think it was like she was like, I know this is a weird face, I'm going to make it. It was just like, that was the natural, like, what are you doing with your face?
Right.
I didn't want to be mean about it, but it's like, I know in 10 years, you're not going to want that face in a photo.
Right.
So just don't make a face. Just like make no face, and will that be better than the face you're making?
Well, we actually like we have been compiling photos that where people take them ignorantly on purpose, or they, you know, or this or that, and so those are called the dating. Like we meet your boyfriend, girlfriend. That's what we pull out.
Your family's
That's your
trash.
photo book,
That's why.
right? That's your photo books. Like, you know, here's Chuck when he's making a stupid face. Coincidentally, here's another stupid face and another stupid face. And,
When your kids are 40 and living with you and single, you'll know why.
right, yeah, right.
I don't get it. We were complete dicks to everyone that ever came into
This
this room.
is
Why
so
didn't
weird.
they? Yeah, why did no one stay around? I don't understand.
Weird. God, you guys can't.
Well, the difference is now is that we have so many photos. Like when we were kids,
Yeah,
you would get maybe 24 photos a year.
yeah, yeah.
And you'd be
Make
like-
them count.
Yeah, make them count. And you get your camera out and be like, oh, I only got eight exposures left, and it's June. We gotta pump that. We gotta pump the brakes. We gotta pump the brakes.
Yeah.
This 110 film is not cheap.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny too. Is like you'd go and then you'd have to go like to the store and pick up your prints, right? So they call you on your home phone until your prints are done. You'd go pick up your prints. And the guy that did your prints or lady that did your prints would probably see 3 holidays on that roll, where it's like, it's like, how the hell did they get Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all in the same roll?
It's like those fake churchgoers that only recognize a church when there's Easter lilies and the Christmas wreath.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys only go 3 times a year. That's why you only.
Yeah. And I like if you were like really, well, when we were really younger, if you were an affluent family, you probably had like a Polaroid camera.
I had a Polaroid camera.
Yeah. Oh, well, nobody likes a bragger, Ted. So anyway.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
Now you just gotta wait another minute.
Right.
Oh, that sucks.
And
Well,
you're-
the thing is, you could take it. You could take another one immediately because it was a Polaroid camera.
Right.
But you'd be like, I only have 11 shots in this thing left, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you get. That's
Yeah.
your photo.
Yeah.
You wasted
Well,
that.
I like though, but that's how but same thing, I guess, on your phone when you take a selfie is you're like, okay, this was me 3 seconds ago as I'm looking at the selfie. That's the same thing with Polaroid. It's about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. You're like, oh, I got this. And it was like a really darker, dingier picture of what you just saw live, you know? But no, that's why I said, I've never said to my kids, don't make those faces. I almost encourage them because at some point in time, it's going to come out.
Yeah.
We're going to be like, hey.
Yeah, you're encouraging it because you want to figure out nefarious needs.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, I don't think he's the one. Come here, I want to show you the family album, you know?
No, not that one.
Yeah.
This one.
How was your week?
Well, I was just thinking, speaking of the thing, I watched some videos this week where people that, and I don't know if you've seen this, they are giving gifts to people and it's a surprise and they tie like the money to a balloon. And so they don't tell, like if I handed you a box and you open it up and a balloon started floating up, you'd be like, oh, cool, a helium balloon.
Yeah.
But then I tied money to it, but it didn't tell you that there was money tied to it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that was my gift?
Yeah, I can't tell you how many videos I've seen where the balloon just floats up into the air and that money is gone for good. What idiot does that? Like what idiot? Oh, there was one like it was like a wedding, like it was an engagement. So the ring just whoop, and it was
Shut up.
Yeah, right.
So they're outside.
Yeah, they're outside. They're
See,
not
if
in
you
the
do that
house.
inside,
yeah,
then-
inside that's
Here's
funny.
the deal. This is a waiting
Especially
game.
if you're in a second like story house and it goes up to the top and you're like, well, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, then it's a waiting game.
Can we buy the PS5? You can when it comes down.
Yeah, we are probably 3 to 5 days away, unless
Yeah.
it's one of those really good like foil ones.
Right.
Then you might be 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah.
away.
You might want to wait for the PS6. But yeah, there was one. It was like a string of hundreds, and it was just like it kept flipping out. And the thing is, like,
And the guy watched it?
it was a kid. It was
Okay.
probably like between 11 and 13. Somewhere like it was probably like a 13. Like someone to like, oh, you're a man now. We're gonna give you some money. Just what I don't get is the adults are like panicking, but no one is running over.
Oh.
Yeah. Like the reflexes of all these people were like, oh no.
It's like watching somebody play a virtual reality game. They
Yeah.
just all sit back and let the video happen.
Oh,
That's crazy.
we got a virtual reality headset for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny to watch people that don't. I'm not going to name names, but it's people in my family.
Yeah.
That just don't grasp the concept.
Immediate family.
Yeah.
So
household.
my son wants one,
Yeah.
and I told him, I says, we're not getting one. And he goes, why? And I says, where are you going to play it? He goes, in my room. Now, in his room, we've built him a loft bed. He
Yeah.
has a desk. He has a long dresser. And
You
he
said desk, right?
Yeah, and he has a chair that I was supposed to have for my basement, a really nice swivel chair, right? That he has in his room.
Can you take pictures of the legs when you get home?
I can. I'm not going to, but I can. It's not still
Yeah,
available.
I have the ability.
Yeah.
Not going to do it.
Yeah. So, but anyway, his room, like he has no
Yeah.
real open floor space. He's living in like a studio apartment in New York. He's got everything he needs. You know what I mean? He's good. And
He's living in a material world.
and he's a material girl. So anyway, I just said
What?
that. Chuck's his name.
Yeah.
So anyway,
But you never see our names in the podcast,
yeah,
Dad.
yeah, right. But my whole point is that I said, where are you going to play it? He goes, well, I'll play it in the basement. The basement is my man cave. And I did that all up in my bear stuff. And it's all, I'm like, you're not flying through my drywall and knocking stuff off the wall.
All I can think of, Mac, is this: no matter how much he says, it still sounds like he's talking about his butthole.
Right. Yeah. It's my
It's
man cave. Yeah.
It's where I put all my bear stuff.
No one plays
you're
virtual
not going
reality
through
in my
you're not
man
going
cave.
through my drywall. You're not doing any of that.
But
Well, in ours, it's in the living room, so like it's between.
it's wide open.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I wasn't thinking about it, and I was in the recliner with the feet up. Well,
Yeah.
when we did that, you have to do like a guardian. Yeah, you have to like make the outline. It's like a guardian space, and if you get too far, it'll put up a grid, and it'll let you know like you're at the edge.
Yeah.
Well, the feet of the thing was into the space, and I didn't realize that. And both of us got a react because I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then it was boom, like, oh god.
Yeah. Someone's in the chair with me. But I told him, I said, and that's why I said, I said, we could do it in our living room or our family room. I get it, but we have a lot of collectibles in there. We have stuff. I don't want stupidity.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, in your house, you're
right. Yeah. We breed it.
yeah,
So
you're a little out of luck.
that comes from me. That's
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, I would just say like the point, like people are trying to like, you can just see they're looking all over the place and and like you're not doing it right.
right.
Like
yeah.
you
Yeah.
it's not how it works. Like,
Unless you're doing a mime game
Yeah.
where you're in a box,
Right.
You were doing
well,
this
that's
wrong.
like, we've been playing this mini golf game.
Okay.
What kind of mini golf game do you need to be looking up and over your up
Right.
and over
yeah.
your shoulder?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that your tee
yeah,
shot?
what happened there? What happened there, man, my friend? That's not.
Yeah. No, and that's why I said it's. I told him, I said, you can do it in the garage or you can do it outside. And he's like, what do you? I said, those are two places you can do it. I said, if you want to do it in your room, that's fine. And he's like, well, my chair goes under. I says, I understand the way we built this bed. His chair goes right underneath there, and this and that. So he does open up the whole middle of his floor, but he has other stuff in that room.
Wait, you built him a bunk bed, so wouldn't you have lots of extra room for activity?
Yeah, there's so much room for activity.
Like, I don't understand what's the problem.
Yeah, but anyway, that's what he wants for his birthday. His
Have him
birthday's
do it in the
coming up.
loft, right by the stairs.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's about time someone else fell down those stairs. You've taken enough of that.
Then you're like, you didn't break the Oculus, did you? That was pretty expensive. You didn't break that, did you? Those were like $300, I think. So yeah,
How's the Oculus?
yeah. Did you fall on your face? I'm gonna be so pissed if you fell on your face again. I don't care if he gets it, but there's certain spots, and you coming in here, I know how much room you have. That's a lot of room. You still have collectible stuff around that. You don't want somebody going rogue. But you said there's a grid, so he really could set the grid.
Yeah, you set the grid and you let it know where his stuff is.
But at the same time, the first time he like slams around and hits his bunk bed and with his hand full speed and goes,
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt.
He's not gonna want to do that again,
Right.
So and that's why I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, his TV's mounted up on the wall behind the dresser, so for him to get to the TV and break it, he's not gonna. But everything else, there's a window in there. You know what I mean? The window's in the wall.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you fall out that, you're going to land on my deck 2 stories down.
Right.
I said deck. So, but anyway, I wouldn't want that to happen either. So
Ooh,
I don't know that that's the way to do it.
exciting because if we broke the TV, I could get a bigger one.
Yeah, right.
Because we keep getting bigger TVs, and every time we get one, like we can't get a bigger one. Why would you want a bigger one? Like there's still wall left.
Yeah,
I can still see wall.
Yeah, I don't want to paint ever again.
Yeah. Like, there's still a lot of wall. There's room.
What was it? The Nintendo Wii, right? They had the controllers where you swing the controllers, and you'd constantly see people not have the strap on, and they'd swing it right through the TV. Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I'm getting a new TV, new television, and that was back when televisions were a lot more expensive.
Yeah,
So you got like a dresser with a screen in it.
Yeah,
and then you had to carry that out. And of course, that's back probably when the trash man.
Yeah.
would take
Speaking
it
of
too.
Christmas gifts, I think it's been long enough where I can open up another Hunt a Killer
Oh,
box.
nice. You're going at it, huh?
Yeah. But the thing is, I probably have to do recaps because it's been so long. Like previously on Ted's playing Hunt a Killer. And the music is all like doo-doo-doo.
And you're like, yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
When did I say I was going to do that? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Wait, you said I was going to do that
Hey,
today?
Damon, can you bring some duct tape and a shovel?
Yeah.
Why? Well, you said you'd do it.
You said you do it. I'll be right over
All
that.
right, we're right over.
Wait, that's how I the next sentence was always, hey, when we doing that? You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like, you probably told me.
Yeah.
And I don't, hey, yeah, when we doing that again?
I've been waiting here half an hour.
Yeah.
We were doing it half an hour ago.
Yeah.
That's what we planned.
Then is now.
Yeah.
And I need you to be here. So if you could get here then, which is now, I'd appreciate it. So, but no, that's just how I've been dealing with stuff is I agree, because arguing there's better than a 50-50 chance. I told you. So I'm like,
But is it stuff where also I'll be like, yeah, whatever. Hopefully like that'll never come back up again. Hey, remember that time? Oh, I do remember that. I was hoping you didn't remember.
Right. Yeah. It's
I
like,
knew my memory was faulty. I was hoping yours was too.
remember when you said you'd help me move? Well, I knew you had bad credit at the time, and I thought there's no way you're going to buy another house. So I was really hoping that wasn't going to pan out.
I got a coworker that put up like, hey, I've been renting forever. I finally decided that this is my permanent home because they're not from this area originally. And they're like, I bought a condo. That's all they said. I'm not here from originally, making this my permanent home. I bought a condo, and I'm like, oh man, that's congratulations. Glad to hear it. I know I'm busy that day, so I hope you have a good just immediately.
Right. Yeah.
Or I do. That's usually my second one. Like, hey, when you moving? Because I know I have plans that day. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to need you to lock down that date now so I can make plans.
The last time I really, really helped someone move, it was our friend Nate.
Yeah.
And apparently every piece of furniture he bought or he owns was made by the Amish. Because it's
Nice.
solid wood.
Nice.
There's no press board
Yeah.
anywhere.
You got any particle board, Nate?
Yeah.
Anywhere?
And his brother-in-law, I won't name his names, but he is the proprietor of Foot Wedge Custom Pens.
Correct.
Was supposed to be there, but didn't show up at the beginning. So we went
Because
and-
then was now, and he didn't
so
understand.
we loaded this giant like hutch
Yeah.
into a moving van, then got to the other end, and that's when I'm like, I can't. Something's wrong with my back. Can't help you. I'm sorry. I'm done. This guy's got to swap in. So they're moving it in, and all of a sudden I can see Nate about to slip, and I'm like, oh no! So I run over and I grab the end, and I heard like this. I literally heard this in my back. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 surgeries later.
Nice.
Yeah.
But the hutch was okay.
Yeah, the hutch is fine.
Yeah. You didn't break the oculus, did you?
No. Just my
So-
spine.
So I'll ask
And 2
one
spines.
time. I'll ask one time. Mac, anything interesting happened this week?
I got my hair cut.
Oh, so really nothing then.
He,
Hey,
he didn't make the list.
he didn't make the list.
No.
All right. So you found one you like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Full creative freedom, and you're okay.
Yep. I
Okay.
gave him slightly more instruction. I'm starting to figure it out.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the difference.
There's
Little
the
tiny
difference. That's
That's-
the Mac difference right there.
That's not what I wanted. You said I could do whatever. It wasn't
Yeah.
what I wanted.
Yeah.
Whatever was not what I wanted.
What do you want? Guess. You guessed wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry about your bad luck. So
And then yesterday, I spent about 5 hours recording a video
yeah,
that resulted in about 10 minutes of video.
really.
Yeah. And then I found out that there was some kind of error with the camera, and I just kind of lost it all.
You went 5 hours before you realized there was an error with the camera?
I assumed that everything was recording. It was recording. The files got corrupted or something. I couldn't get them off of the camera.
Again, we're recording at Audiohive Podcast.
Right.
It was pretty upsetting, let me tell you.
Did you take the
I
link
couldn't
staff off?
imagine if I were paying for it, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Again, Audiohive Podcasting. Yeah. But hey, can I give you guys I have a Shark Tank. You guys have
You
to
have a
be my
tank for-
sharks.
You have a tank for sharks?
No, you guys have to be my sharks. I have an idea. We're building off of our adult lunchable idea. We're building off of this.
The idea. Okay.
But we're going into the beverage. Okay. So I need you guys to put your shark hats on. And I literally have made, I'm going to make it official. I'm going to do an actual presentation. Like when the people walk out and do their thing, I have it written and I'm not just going to wing this. I want the money.
It's your idea. For those
Yeah.
reasons, I'm out.
I'll be like, so is this like a compete? Like you're going to compete with another company you own? No, I would never own a company this way. Ever. So no, that is not fear. That is not a fear. And Lori's like, it will not be on Home Shopping Network ever. So you're good. All right. So anyway, you ready? All right. Sharks. I'm looking for $250,000 for 0.0075% ownership in my company. No one's ever braver, smarter, or more tuned into conspiracies than when they're drunk. So as an extension of our ultra successful adult Lunchables, copyright and patent pending, we will now distribute the Cold Case. It's 24 cans of thought. Yes. I already named it too. The Cold Case. It's 24 cans. I was waiting for you to hit the button again. Be like, every time he says it, I'm gonna hit the damn button and mess
So
up.
laughing that Matt controls the volume and it hurt his ears.
It didn't hurt me. It scared the
You
shit
woke
out
me
of
up. It didn't hurt me. You woke me up. You guys asked me how my week was. I took a nap.
Oh God, not guilty, Your Honor.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? What happened?
Jeff didn't do it.
Yeah. 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 Try putting that glove on again, OJ. All right. So anyway,
Tony
it's
Danza.
why is that back on the board?
That will remain a mystery.
Yeah, that will remain a mystery, Mac. Okay, Mac, you just made the list. You're dead to me.
So angry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, so anyway, it's the Cold Case. Okay. It's 24 cans of thought-provoking liquid courage, along with a map similar to the one from Goonies that will allow regular, everyday people to assist law enforcement in cracking previously unsolved murders. That's not all. The cardboard packaging itself will have a police badge on the back already perforated and ready to be easily punched out and worn. And the bottom of every can will have a built-in compass. Look, gone are the days of missing persons on the back of milk cartons, probably because so many people are lactose intolerant. So I ask you, why? So I ask you all, why drink until you pass out when you can drink until you're a hero?
So this is basically liquid courage for all those people that listen to the Murder Mystery podcast and think they're going to be Nancy Drew.
Yeah, it's basically a case of beer.
I caught that.
It's basically
Thanks.
a case of
I
beer.
was trying to make it more glamorous than it was, but
yeah. No. That's why I've kept the cost down. So you can see that my cost to ship is it's great.
I mean, I'm
It's
at
great.
this moment just wasting your time because I was out before you started. I said that. It did not bury the lead.
But I honestly feel like if you think about it, every time you're around somebody who's been drinking, they are much braver. Okay. They're much more thought provoking and they're totally into conspiracies. So that's what you need. You need to be able to track backwards and be like, okay, it wasn't him. You know, like when you watch the shows, we've talked about it. It's like,
So I think you should put a GPS in each one of these cans.
ooh,
So that you can be like, okay, nothing happened there.
yeah,
Nothing happened there. There were no clues there. So that they can put them out. Okay, I searched here. You put 24 GPS trackers in your recycling bin. Did you go anywhere else?
maybe that's what. So when they're out
Yeah.
driving, you can track them.
Yeah.
because they've had a half a case of liquid courage, and they're
Right.
out trying to crack a cold case.
Yeah.
you know,
They cracked the cold case. That's the problem.
I never thought about that. That's probably the worst thing to do is be like, now go get in your cars and find that guy. You know?
Maybe you could sell it as a side thing to your boober
Nice.
because they'd have to call Boober to drive him around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole time they're gonna be like, hey, you come here often instead of being like, we're looking for
Yeah,
the
because you keep ordering these
Yeah.
stupid cold cases. I come here every Saturday night, you dummy.
we have yet to find one of these people. Yet.
You just have me drive you back to the liquor store
Yeah.
every Saturday.
That's the worst clue ever. It's like, okay, it's a liquor store attendant guy with a case at this location. How long will it take you to get me there? Yeah. We're not solving this one again. That's not. Show me your map. Show me your map because I don't think that's what's in there. But no, I think this would work just from the simple fact, and you get the badge, so you get to punch that out on the back.
Totally.
So you put the badge on. So now, technically, if
Now-
somebody stops you, you're on their side.
Couldn't you make the badge on one of the cans so at least it's shiny metal?
Well, you could, but how are you going to? If I make a perforated can, it's not going to hold liquid. How are you going to get that out of the can?
Your idea is perforated. I don't care about the cans anymore. This idea doesn't hold water. I know. You put a badge on it. Like, what?
Correct. So you're out, Mac. You in?
No.
What about your? Okay, could you hesitate next time? Could you be like, well, let me
Wait,
see.
what?
Yeah. Could you buy any kind of time to where I think you're remotely thinking about it?
Well, you valued your company at like $1.7 billion.
Yeah, I did. That I did too. And then I wrote.
Your valuation is all off. I'm out.
I also wrote on the bottom that we could have been partners because I would have also accepted an Arby's coupon for some stake in the company. I wrote it right on the bottom. I thought that was funny.
I won't give you $250,000. I'll give you a coupon for some wet roast beef. I'm in.
Yeah. Hey, I'm hugging that guy in the stage right now. After he hands me the coupon, of course. Yeah.
I'm going to need to see the coops.
Yeah.
I need to see the coops.
You have the coops on you? Okay. Because
I'm not waiting for the Wednesday mail where they show up in the mail. I want to see it now.
Because I got a boober outside that's going to take me for a cold case and some roast beef.
Hey, can you take me to the liquor store? The one next to the Arby's? Yes.
Mr. Paracchio, good to see you again. I've been on Shark Tank 80 times.
Yeah. Mr. Paracchio, we have your order ready. If you could just step up. Before you do, we need to know your zip code.
Yeah. Will you be dining with Mark Cuban this evening again, sir?
What's your zip code for your... It's me. You have my order
I'm right
ready.
here.
I'm paying cash with a coupon.
I got coops. Yeah, that's just so crazy. The Arby's right next door to Shark Tank studio. It's like, all right, they're done airing. That guy will be start the beef. Let's go. You know he's going to want a ham and Swiss. They're just dragging in cattle. They're just dragging them in.
So we no longer have ham.
Yeah. And I take it right in front of Cuban. I just tear it up right in front of Cuban. They don't have ham anymore.
I want to see you drive because I want to see you drive to a Hardee's. Just go to a Hardee's and be like, "Hey, you guys still have ham?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." You're like, "You're damn right you do," and then just drive off. Like I
don't. Right. About time somebody fessed up.
Yeah. Bring the CEO of Arby's with you.
Yeah.
See, this dumpster fire can have ham.
Yeah. See, and they don't even really exist anymore. When's the last time you saw one of their commercials on TV? We got the meats. False. False. I got the coops, and I can tell you right now, you ain't got them all. So no, nobody's in it all. I won't even ask Mac again because he's probably already got himself queued up on a hot button now. No. You didn't hesitate at all.
He's afraid to tell us that we've been recording for 30 minutes and nothing's been.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys do this again? Yeah. Bad news. Bad news.
Well, depending on how you look at it.
Hey, good news is
Yeah.
we didn't go 5 hours this time. I'm learning from my mistakes. Okay. Now the bad news.
Yeah, Mac, we have 80 some hours.
Yeah.
and have maybe 5 minutes of good.
Yeah. Of real honest material. You're correct. Yeah. 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 We're not really on your side for that equation either. So no, I thought from now on, if I have a business like that, I'm going to do it like I'm pitch it
straight out.
I'm going to just pitch it because that's one thing I noticed about the show. Cause then I get the new seasons out now. Like Kevin Hart was on the first episode of the new season. That was pretty cool. But, they come out and they do their whole presentation. Sometimes it's super cheesy and stupid and there's two people and they're
I'm telling you, when they do that, I'm immediately, when they do that thing where they think they're comedians and they do a whole thing.
Yeah.
There's one guy that came out and tripped on purpose or something.
Correct.
And I'm like, I'm out. I don't care. You can have the best business ever. I don't want to work with you.
I am. And the same thing, even with people anymore, I fast forward through because I tape stuff, I mean, I have it on my DVR, so I just watch it that way. But I fast forward through clothing lines because if you have a clothing line, listen, you got Dame and John up there who's not going to get in on your clothing line. Okay.
Yeah.
You have other guys that have already said, it's too competitive. We don't know the space. We don't do this and that. What makes you think you're the one guy walking in there with I cut the jeans differently. I slice them up and down instead of slicing them side to side. Oh, no shit. Well, I think I'm going to be in on this.
Did you ever see the hillbilly version? There was one that had McConaughey's brother, Rooster McConaughey.
Okay.
On the shark band, but it was hillbilly people.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up and tell you. But it'd be the same thing. It'd be they'd come in with stuff that was clearly not for that demographic and be like, nope, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right.
What are these button-down shirts you speak of, sir?
I won't even see the buttons with my overalls on. Yeah.
What is a necktie?
Yeah. But that's the honest truth. I fast forward because again, like you said, they're kind of wasting the time.
Yeah.
The same thing. They come out. I'm turned off immediately.
I get it. They're doing it for the TV thing. They come out and they have they'll have 4 people out and one guy's in a costume and they're oh, who's that guy? Oh, we just hired him for the bit.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want him in.
Yeah. He's standing in a trash can right now.
But that's what they have people come out and they'll just be standing off to the side watching the people that hired them or their friends literally get eviscerated by the sharks.
And they're taking selfies. Yeah. They're got their phone up.
They're just standing for the side where you're how much do you have in sales? $8? You have $8 and you wanted $7.6 billion for your company? Get out.
Yeah. Yeah. For 1%. Yeah. For 1%. But no, the other thing that I see on that a lot, and this is a good tip for anybody. And maybe I'll try this when I'm pitching you guys. bring a child.
You pitch no tips. To me.
Yeah, but bring a child. Almost every family that goes on there, if the child does a lot of the speaking, and I'm talking like, anywhere from like, say 12 years old to like, 16, 12 to 15, somewhere in that range, where you're like, they're not an adult, but they appear to be very well versed on the product. I don't know why they really all these sharks go for that stuff.
I think they do it for TV, because then if you read the fine print and the credits, they're like, all deals are contingent based on like, research and development afterward. So they're probably like, yeah, we'll do it. And as soon as it's over, like, yeah, that idea out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the kid gave me these numbers that are great, and the parents showed me their checkbook, and I said, no, I'm not going to do this. But no, I've just seen that, and that's a lot where I think they pull on heartstrings, so they get people to, to jump. And again, I hate to say it, if you're a billionaire, or a multi-millionaire, and you're doing this show, you kind of want to look good too. You want to show you have a heart. You want to show, because honestly, you want people to pitch you. I hate to say it, and you guys laugh at me, but maybe my ideas don't tread water. That's fine. But
he seems like he's actually sensitive about it right now.
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah, it really hurts. But anyway, I thought I'd be in on this one because it's cold case. I mean, it's simple. I already had the name. I had it all set up.
Right. I don't need to do anything.
So that's why you're out.
I'm out.
Yeah. That's the other thing. They're like, I don't think that I could be of any assistance to you. Really? You're on TV and you know everybody. Yeah, I don't think you could be of assistance to me either. Yeah. I know the guy that I came with, and nobody else here.
Well, it's like, I don't think I can be an assistant. Like, you have $250,000, right? Yeah. You can be an assistance to me.
You're going to spend that at Arby's later anyway. Yeah. Come on, let's put it in my company. So I
think everyone's like, hey, never get the deal where they want money for each unit. Yeah. And Mr. Wonderful's always like, and I want money for each unit. Yeah. Every time. Yeah. That's all he wants. I'll give you your money, but I want 10%. I want 10 cents.
I want
a
royalty in perpetuity. Right. And it's like, no. Yeah. Yeah. Because first off, that guy's shrewd. If he tells you that, he knows you got a winner. And he's like, okay, so I get this until it's paid back. And then it goes from $1 to 50 cents a piece in perpetuity. And it's like, no, so I'm already going to pay you 3 times, it's pretty crazy. But you know what? If you're on there, you're on there for a reason. And I do see a lot of people on there, they get exposure that they didn't have.
A lot of people are going on there, they know they're not going to deal, but they're getting like a 7-minute commercial on ABC.
Correct. Yeah. That I fast forward through a few clothing. So yeah. So speaking of, because I do want to mention one commercial that I saw this week. I always see these awesome commercials about stupid stuff nobody would ever buy. This one might take the cake because of the fine print. It's called the Flare Police. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay. This is a road flare that actually spins. It looks like it would be on a construction vehicle because it's orange. So it looks like if you had not a cop car, but a construction vehicle pulling up behind you. That's what it looks like. And you set them out. Okay. So in reality, it says they're equipped with a magnet that will secure to the roof of your vehicle. Okay. I kind of want to think you want to make the space around your car where you don't want people to go, not right through the middle of your vehicle. So like they missed the passenger side,
right?
But they clipped the entire driver's side. You
get close to that flare, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, they wouldn't put the flare dead center of their car.
Yeah. What kind of moron puts the flare on the car?
I've clearly got at least 2 feet before I can eat.
Right. The good news is when I hit it, it's a magnet. They won't lose that flare. It'll stay right on top of the car.
Yeah, but the piece is just flapping in the wind.
The jaws of life. They're cutting the car open and peeling it back, and that magnet's still going, just spinning. You're like, God, I can't get it off. The magnet's so strong, sir. I cannot get it off.
Shark Tank calls. They're like, oh, you want to invest in this flare? No, I want to invest in that magnet.
Yeah. Where you
getting those?
Where do you guys get your magnets? What kind of extraterrestrial magnets do you have?
Your idea is dumb. I want to know where that magnet.
Yeah. And the car that hit it's just stuck to it. Both cars are stuck together. They're like, would have been a lot easier if we could have got the cars apart. This magnet is ferocious.
Now you got 2 half cars just held together by a magnet.
That's so awesome. Yeah, and it's just flashing. It's like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's literally like, check this out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out.
How do we get it to turn off? It's on the side with the magnet. I can't get it away from the car. So the commercial actually says in here, it says, let's face it, cones are bulky, triangles are flimsy, and flares are dangerous. But police flares last almost forever, in quotes. How long is almost forever? Because that's what they say. It says it can withstand a sledgehammer and being run over by a 30-ton fire truck. Okay. So here's where it gets a little different for me. Let's reevaluate your situation.
You telling me that when the sun like burns out,
Yeah.
billions of years from now, they're just going to be like 10 like police flares, just boom,
Well,
boom.
almost.
I mean,
it's almost to forever.
I mean, it's still that's not forever yet. That's
Right.
it's a long time.
Right. Yeah. So
The sun's going to go out. Don't worry, we got police flares. We'll be okay.
we just gotta get them cars apart so we can see them. Yeah. But honestly, if you think about it, so it says it can withstand a 30-ton fire truck. Well, that's cool when the truck shows up and pulls over him. But if he's coming in that hot, odds are you got a different problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then the second one is, it says with a sledgehammer, if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you have road flares out because you're trying to get attention, and someone walks up with a sledgehammer and starts breaking them.
Yeah, you didn't want to announce your presence.
Yeah.
That was on you.
Yeah, you wanted to be hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the R&D on that? Hey guys, what should we test this on? Well, we got sledgehammers. Let's do it.
Yeah. And we got 30-ton fire
Yeah,
trucks.
30-ton fire trucks.
What do we got in the studio today? 30-ton fire truck and a sledgehammer.
I guess.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. We're gonna need to rewrite on that script. But I mean, that's just, I think your emergency became totally different. If some guy's walking up with a, see there, I told you it happened. What you doing, Mac? A little spring cleaning? Yeah. For those of you who just joined us.
I can't even see it.
No.
I have no idea. All I heard was a dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah. And he's got this look on his face like, oh, like I just did that.
I drink a coffee through my microphone.
Yeah. So here
Again, with your point, like you don't put a flare on your car.
No.
The magnet is useless. You
Yeah.
put a flare like 30 yards back so
Right.
people don't drive through.
Right. But here's the real catch, and this is why I said this. It says it says they're only $9.99, right? The commercial shows a screenshot that discreetly says price per unit in value pack. Yeah.
How many are in a pack?
I don't know. But that was my question. How many come in a pack? 5 or 10? Okay. You're going to want to call the real cops when you get $100 worth of police flares sent to your house.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, look, I just got taken, you know? And then when they're stuck to your metal mailbox and you can't even get them out. Yeah.
You just see the mail truck like trying to drive
I
away.
was gonna say, you see the mailman. He's like, screw it. Took me a half hour to get him out of the truck. You know, because if you got 10 of those bad boys,
Why is the dog still barking?
so I took a screenshot. This is of my TV, and you can see the little fine print in there.
per unit in.
Yeah, it's got a little asterisk next
Yeah.
to it, but it says as low as. So they're not guaranteeing, but as low as $9.99, and then it says per unit in value pack. So no, like I said, I see some of these commercials, and I just, yeah, I like the spin you took though with the I want the magnet. I want the magnet. So, but to get a package show up and be like, how many's in there? I don't know. They're just going to charge my credit card.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Was there 100 of them in there? Well, I said, look, it could be as low as $9.99.
Could be.
They charged me $37 a piece, and there's 10 of them in
Well, I
there.
like when they're like, buy one, get the second one, just pay separate process and handling.
Yeah.
And the process and handling is more than the first one. Like, wait a minute.
How much?
You're going to put it in a box anyway. Like, how much handling are you going to do with it?
This one gets free shipping. It's $19.95. The second one is $27 to ship it to my house.
They just hands across America all the way to your house and to you. And can you hand it to him and to him? And
It's like the worst like Olympic torch passing ever.
Yeah.
They show up at your front door. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't need those anymore. I picked them up at the hardware store. I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was waiting. So
yeah, they have that aisle at Bed Bath & Beyond. It was right there.
yeah, it's in the Beyond section. Very weird.
Oh, here's the coffee mugs.
So I guess my question is, do we want to start a strange story, or remember how I said I have the fun facts? I have 3 of those, and they're pretty good.
All right, well, let's do it.
I think maybe we just do fun facts today, and we
Change it up for the new people.
Yeah.
Usually we do strange stories.
Yeah.
We're going
So,
to try something new.
We're going to try something new. So, and this one especially because it has a Titanic feed to it. So I like this.
Oh, Lord.
It says Charles Lightoller, the second officer of the Titanic, stayed on board until the end and became trapped underwater until the boiler explosion set him free, allowing him to escape. 28 years later, at the age of 68, he volunteered in World War II and helped save 122 men from the Dunkirk. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you survived, like most people went to a watery grave that day.
Right.
Or they were in half-filled, lifeboats, as we've already come to that conclusion on here. But you not only made it, you were going to drown.
Yeah.
Then
you
it
could feel
blew
like
up.
the rich people like pushing him out of the way. You're an officer. You have to stay at the ship. I'm going off in that lifeboat. When the boiler explodes, he's just flying over him, giving him the birds.
No, pick me up in that lifeboat you just got hit.
Yeah.
He's like Super Dave Osborne, you know. He'll launch you out of a cannon? No, out of a boiler room. But just imagine that too. I mean, like the range of emotions you would go through.
Imagine now he's at Dunkirk. He's got to use like civilian ships to get people out.
Yeah,
that's what it was. They rescued, like they couldn't get the military ships, so civilian ships saved people. He's just like, fellas, I got an idea. How many of these ships have boilers?
Right. Yeah. We'll blast them all to dry land. Yeah. They're handing out crash helmets instead of life jackets.
I need more fire.
I swear, you won't even get wet. Just wait. but no, and again, I guess that's a long time, you know, to go from being 40 to 68 and then doing that. But
I thought you were gonna go because there's also stories that like someone like was on the Titanic, survived it, then they were on another boat 6 years later, it sunk, survived it. They were on another boat, survived it. Yeah, there's a story like that. I'm like, what's this guy doing on boats?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, hey, that was really exciting when I survived that Titanic boat.
Yeah.
I got another idea.
He checked in as Bill Steinberg, but I think it's Iceberg. I'm not sure. Pretty sure.
They call me Iceman.
Yeah, they call me Lettuce. Yeah. Wait a minute, Iceberg? Wait a minute. No, shredded. Okay, never mind then. We're good.
That's why they didn't believe the guy in the crow's nest. There's an iceberg about to sink us. There's no ice out here.
Yeah.
It's just Bill Iceberg down at the bottom, cutting holes in the ship.
False. He's got his Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee.
William T. Iceberg on the case. The T stands for the.
That's so awesome. The T stands for the. You cracked yourself up, and I like that. I really like that. Your face is red. So we can't top that. So we're going on to fact two. Fact two.
So stupid today.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
Welcome to the new people.
Yeah, but it was funny. Yeah. Welcome aboard. Your life's going to seem much better after you spend an hour with us.
Welcome aboard. Make sure you ask your passengers what their last name is.
Yeah. The T is for the. Damon the Paracchio. What does that mean? I don't know.
It's Italian for iceberg.
It's Italian for iceberg. So in 2004, a 67-year-old woman named Dorothy Fletcher had a heart attack on a plane. When the stewardess asked if there was a doctor on board, 15 people stood up because they were on their way to a cardiology conference.
Wow. The
woman survived.
I was going to say, couldn't she have asked 10 seconds earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. So imagine being on that. Again, I guess you feel like you're going to.
I think they had to, because if Dorothy Fletcher would have died in that plane, her sister Jessica would have definitely found the person responsible.
Right. But no, in the real odds of it, if you think about it, you go from one guy that's in a boiler room where you're like, I'm going to die. This is we're done. To this woman going, I'm going to die on this plane, and like 15 people stand up and go, no, you're not.
Yeah, I'll tell you the flights I took recently to Arizona, because of the airlines I was on, if anyone would ask, is there a doctor on this flight? The closest thing we would have got was the guy that brought his Dr. Pepper on board. Yeah. That would have been it.
We got one in a can.
Just a can of Dr. Pepper with chew it, like spit it.
It's just spitter.
Yeah. No, we don't go to doctors on this spirit flight.
And you get somebody stands up. I'm a holistic healer. She's gonna die. Yeah, she's dead.
We all gonna die.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. But no, just to be like, I'm going.
Not only to be on a plane with doctors, but doctors for the exact same
thing. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. That's like if it's not your time, it's really not your time.
Right.
You know? So, but no, when I read that, first off, I'd be the guy that'd be like, "Do we have any the doctors are all on the plane. I'm still flipping out in the walkway that goes to the plane."
Yeah.
You know, he's having a heart attack right there. We're already on the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
we can't deboard.
that's
We're on the plane.
that's the ground crew's problem.
Yeah.
That's not us.
Yeah, that's the ramp crew.
They-
We're closing the door now,
Right.
sir.
So they pull the ramp
Yeah.
off the building. They pull the ramp away from the plane. I'm just up there in the ramp.
You know, if I were you, what you would do
Yeah.
is you would whip out your police flare magnet and
Yes.
stick it to the plane. I'm not going anywhere until I get a doctor. Why don't we just pull the ramp back, sir? He's got a police fare. Oh no.
Oh, we're really not going anywhere.
Dragging the whole airport in the sky. The ramp just flopping off.
That's like the worst. What was that Air Force One movie ever? You know, you just got me hanging there by one of those flares. You gotta let go. Not letting go. Not letting go. Mac, what was the arms for?
I think my camera just died.
I just saw his arms go up in the air like, what the hell? Not gonna get five hours of film on this one.
I think I forgot to plug it in, actually.
Yeah, you did. Because when you're walking over there, you go, not gonna get firewalls plugged in. We have Amish cameras over here at
Well, now I know that battery lasts about 55 minutes.
Put a hand crank on it.
Nice.
All right, fact
So,
number 3.
Fact number 3. This one you may know. I did not know this. Wrigley's was originally a soap company that gifted baking powder with their soap. The baking powder became more popular than the soap, so they switched to selling baking powder with chewing gum as a gift. The gum became more popular than the baking powder, and the company switched to selling gum.
That I didn't know.
Okay, so that being said, would you like to revisit my business idea, knowing that maybe it's not going to take off the way we thought it would?
So we aren't going to sell beer. We're going to sell cardboard police badges. That'll take
Right.
off more.
That come with free beer.
Yeah.
That come with free. So you buy the badge, and then for a second handling cost, we can send you the
Yeah.
beer. But
I
no,
mean, this could work because the way McDonald's blew up is that Ray Kroc was selling milkshake machines. And
correct.
They ordered so many. He's like, well, what's going on down there? Most places need one. You're
Yeah.
ordering like 5.
Yeah.
And he went down and was like, I shall make this mine.
Yeah, that's smart. Well, so you guys really have to rethink when I'm giving these presentations about how, okay, maybe he doesn't nail it right here.
I think that's what, well, to be fair, I think that's what people come to this podcast for. They're like, hey, that, we understand that Damon guy's with it, but do you have any more of that Ted guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what we want.
So I paid.
Can I
for
order like a minimal amount of baking powder, but can I get a lot of gum?
Yeah, I paid for the Ted,
Yeah.
but I get the Damon free. So I'd like to not take the free stuff. I'm like the free Snuggie that everybody gets. They're like, hey, I got one of these.
I think they made 6, and the people just keep like handing this off every year.
Yeah. Bad news, sir. We cannot sell as many as we thought we would because people are getting them free. Weird. But no, I didn't know that it's like, hey, I failed because what was the other joke before? Mitch Hedberg said it too when he's like, Pringles' initial thing was to sell tennis balls.
Right.
And the day the rubber showed up, there was like a truckload of potatoes,
Yes.
and they were a laid back company. Like, screw it,
Yeah.
cut them up, you know. So it's like you just wonder because again, you see that weird packaging.
Yeah.
That's how tennis balls. For those of you that are our age, that's how they used to come. And basically, what 3 balls and then like a Pringles can type thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's very funny when you see this and you go, oh well, they went from we
Yeah,
were
they-
selling baking powder.
They went from baking powder to like big enough where they still have a stadium named after them in Chicago.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of weird.
yeah.
It's kind of weird. So we failed twice, but we realized the gum that'd be kind of like the baseball card. Remember when the baseball cards or all kinds of cards
Any
came with
trading
gum,
cards came with gum. Yeah.
came with gum in it, and sometimes that gum was pretty good, unless the pack was super old. Then you were like,
Then it became powder immediately.
yeah.
Is this the baking powder?
Yeah, we're testing this for anthrax.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
how Wrigley's got rid of the rest of their baking powder. They just pressed it into the shape of gum
Right.
and
Yeah.
sent it out.
Yeah, it's going in baseball cards.
Yeah.
We guarantee you're going to buy
Oh no,
this.
it's United States. Put it in soccer cards. No one's gonna want those. We call it football.
Yeah, we call it football. No, we don't. No, we don't. So anyway, if they want some gum, where can they find us, Ted?
They can find us at That Checks Out WTT, which does not stand for the.
Yeah.
They can find us on all the socials at That Checks Out WDT. Stands for With Damon and Ted. I am Ted. He's the free one, Damon.
Yeah.
That Checks Out, coming to you here from Audiohive Podcasting Studio. Sometimes the equipment works, Sometimes it don't.
Oh, I'm free for $27. You can send
It's
me to a
almond
friend.
joy and mounds. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
I think they sell cum now.
It's lucrative, from what I understand.
After you douchebagged me after the last recording, you still have these? The chairs?
Oh, yeah. Well,
They were marked sold.
It popped up. And I was
Really?
like,
Yeah, but they're marked sold. And I'm like, I think I responded
yeah.
like,
I don't do credit you, but you had a pretty good response. Like, I don't know if that's the new owner.
yeah. I did. Yeah, because they were.
I was like, son of a bitch. I literally
good
just,
one, but wow.
I put it right on a T. Like, damn it.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done for today.
Yeah.
I'm out.
And Damon broke the internet. I'll see you tomorrow.
I hate you so much.